Welcome to this training. Whether you know it or not, you are in competition for the time, energy, hearts and minds of your PTA's community. How does your PTA win their membership and volunteer hours? Let's look outside of PTA for an answer. Question: if you had the ability to buy any car at all right now, any one you wanted, which one would it be and why? Aren't all cars the same? I mean, 4 wheels, 4 tires, a windshield, and a horn. It gets you from point A to point B. A car is a car, right? Wrong. Your dream car is more than a car. It feeds your sense of who you are and what you want the world to see. It satisfies you beyond just practical needs. And car companies know this. Listen to the ads. Car companies know you want to satisfy your inner 007, driving through hairpin turns, evading the bad guys, or that you have a need for speed, or you want to be the rugged outdoors type who climbs mountains and finds a secluded lake that no one else can reach, or you want to show the world you're living the good life, or you've made it big. Car companies know who buys their model and why. And that is how their message stands out. So climb out of that car of your dreams and think about how your PTA message can stand out. Who wants to buy your PTA and why? What motivates them? How can your message stand out and win the hearts and minds of your community? This video focuses on constructing your PTA's value message. Watch the other videos in this series to learn how to target specific segments of your community. There are 5 steps in building a message. First, identify your audience. Not 007, but maybe parents, educators, or students. Know who you are talking to. Next, consider your target audience's needs. Maybe that's not finding a secluded lake, but how about supporting education or school goals? What do they want? What motivates them? Third, decide what your PTA does that meets those needs, your solution to their problem. Your PTA may not offer independent all-wheel drive, but it probably provides networking events like family game nights and educational enhancements like STEM assemblies. Be specific. Next, build short talking points that specifically message what your PTA does and why you do it. The why is important. It's why it meets their needs. And last but not least, include a call to action to join your PTA. Okay, let's take these steps one at a time. Step 1. How do you identify your target audience? Well, who's missing? Does your PTA membership reflect the diversity of the families in your community? Does it have the support of extended families and community leaders and businesses and educators and administrators? Pick one group, any demographic. How you message PTA value depends on who you are talking to. Then think about your target audience and make a list. This is step 2. What does the group need to succeed? What do they dream about? What do they want that a PTA can supply? A parent may want connections with other families or a voice in decision-making, while an educator dreams of classroom support and family engagement. How you ask depends on who you ask and what motivates your prospective member. Step 3 is look at that list you just made and identify at least one specific thing your PTA does to meet those needs. Think about all you do through the lens of your target audience. Your PTA's STEM assembly may meet a parent's need for educational enhancement. It may be supportive curriculum for an educator, or it could be an opportunity to grow when you speak to students. It's the same activity, but it satisfies different needs for each target audience. Your value message will reflect that. Step 4, craft your message by combining steps 2 and 3. Tell your targeted audience what your PTA does, and then how it satisfies their needs, your why. Here's a sample message for parents. Sunbeam PTA supported school curriculum goals by hosting 3 STEM activities for their 600 students and families. Join PTA to show your support. Or a message for students. Sunbeam's goal is to develop students into leaders. Students lead committees and participate in legislative and summer leadership conferences to develop their skills. Support PTA's efforts and join PTA. And step 5, well, you already know it. Ask them to join. Always have a call to action. Ask them to join your amazing PTA and show they support your efforts. Looking for a place to start? View the other videos in this series and check out You Belong in PTA, all the tools and templates that include a step-by-step guide to help you put together your PTA value message. Your PTA does great things. Get the word out. People will join an organization that shares their values and fulfills their needs. You can do this.